Hello everyone. We've been doing stuff this week. We bought a new chainsaw, and I'm not going to lie to you, I'm a little more excited about it than Annie is. We've been putting tongue and groove pine up on our walls, and as you can probably notice around me, we weren't really happy with our staircase, so we ripped it all out and we're going to start over again. I know, crazy, eh? But that's the plan. So yesterday we received our lumber order, and in that was this tongue and groove pine, which is what we're going to use for the walls in the bedrooms and some other places. Ordered 350 feet of it, and it comes in assorted lengths, and they really don't want you to try and order exact lengths and stuff. So I said, send me as many 12 footers as you can. Reason being, this wall is close to 11 and a half feet. So a 12 footer will cover it and there won't be any seams on it. So I'm just putting the first piece up, and not 100% sure on what I'm doing. So I decided to face nail this piece. That is, I put the nails in right on the face of the wood, as opposed to hiding the nails by putting the nail through the tongue. And then the next piece over top would cover it. Well, we pretty much finished the one interior wall. There's one strip to go on the top. I'm leaving that for the time being. And this morning I started the other interior wall over here, a shorter wall. And the difference here is I was able to use all one piece on the long wall, but here not so much. I've had to piece them together, so it's been slower going. It may be hard to tell, but there's some seams down on the first floor. Well, I'm going to have to stop there because I've run out of suitable pieces to finish the tops of the two walls. I probably need a 12-footer for there and a couple of 10-footers for over here. So I'll get those later in the week and finish it up then. But it doesn't look too bad. So the stain is dry and the odor is gone off of all the railings. So Anna right now is just putting a coat of varathane over top of everything to protect it. I think it's going to take 3 coats, and this is coat number 2. Well, the loft railing has had 2 coats of varathane on it, and I think it looks pretty decent, but Anna's not really happy with it. And the railing going down the stairs, we're not really pleased with the color overall. So believe it or not, we think we're going to stop here and probably take our railings apart, sand them down, and redo them. Good morning. On a big property like this with so much forest and lots of trees and branches coming down all the time, it's really handy to have a chainsaw. And I bought a chainsaw probably about 40 years ago, and this is it here. It's a home light. At the time it was a really good quality chainsaw, and it worked really well. But I'd say over the last 10 or 15 years it's become really inconsistent and hard to start, hard to keep running. I mean, sometimes you can spend a half an hour pulling on the pull cord, throwing your shoulder out of joint, and still not get it started. It's so frustrating at times that it was time to move on. So the other day, went out and purchased a battery-powered chainsaw. So unlike the 2-stroke gas engine, I don't have to mix gas with oil. I don't have to buy gasoline. I don't have to work a choke and pull on the pull start for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour. I just press a button and it starts. It's much cleaner, it's quieter, and I'm hoping I'll be really happy with it. I'm just unboxing it right now. It comes with a 60-volt battery. It's big, it's heavy, and according to some reviews I watched online, it has good lasting power, and it'll cut for quite a while. Now, if you cut wood for a living and you're clearing forests and stuff like that, maybe electric chainsaw isn't the way to go. But for regular chainsawing, stuff that I do, cutting up firewood, clearing some trees and branches and stuff, it is fantastic. I couldn't believe how well it performed. It went through this hardwood, and this is good hardwood, just like butter. It just slipped through it so easily. I cut up these larger diameter logs, with no problem whatsoever. It took me just a few minutes. I like the saw. It's a keeper. The property here has quite a stand of dead trees, and even though they're not really bothering anybody where they stand right now, I wanted to get out and try taking a few of them down. I want to check to see how well they burn, and also there's a chance they're going to fall on the driveway or even on the road. So I'd like to get some of them out for sure. My neighbor told me he thinks they're elm. Now, elm has been killed off by Dutch elm disease for years, but he said this was a stand that was here and it lasted a long time and then it all went. So we'll find out. I don't know how well elm burns, but I'm going to take a few down anyway and we'll see how it goes. Not only that, I got my new chainsaw. I got to give it a go. And I was being super careful with the chain, and I tended to forget about the actual branches. And I was just clearing some branches out of the way, and one went right up my nose. Felt like it went right through my right eye, but it's just a little blood coming down my face. But stupid is as stupid does, as Forrest Gump once said. So anyway, a nosebleed. That might be it for chainsawing for today. I'm not sure. We'll try and wait it out. Lots of trees waiting for us out there. Hopefully the rain stops. It's coming down seriously, and there's hail on the ground. They say the winds might get up to 90 kilometers an hour, so I've come back to the cabin and I'm going to go inside and hunker down for a while.